Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my first gear guide for Legends Rewritten. And in this episode, I'm going to be covering all of the armor gear sets from levels 1 to 50. Now the way armor works in this game, it can either be accessible through magic levels or defense levels. As you can see, steel is defense levels and then pumpkin is magic. I'm going to be covering both, and I'm going to cover everything from 1 to 50. Let's get started. So first, as you can see, I got on the bronze set. The bronze set is your starter set, very easy to get. The bronze leg plates are for level 1 defense. They do 10 HP, the bronze plate does 15 HP, and then the bronze helmet does 10 HP. Very basic gear. The way you can get them is by killing the bandits right in front of spawn or by the shop, but you'll get a lot from the bandits, so do not worry about getting this gear, and this is just supposed to be your starter gear, not very good. Now your next set will be the steel set. The steel set is a little bit better. The steel plate is for level 5 defense, does 30 HP. The steel helmet, 5 defense, and it does 15 HP. And the steel leg plates are the same defense at 20 HP. It looks a little bit better, you know, a little bit more protective. You can get these from a lot of mobs in the game. You can get them from the orcs, you can get them from the Darkstone Knights, you can get it from the shop. You can get it from just about everything in this game. So the next gear set will be the Andamite gear set. And trust me, you're gonna get a lot of Andamite helmets over time. Anyways, it requires level 10 defense. It gives 40 HP on the leg plates, 40 HP on the helmet, and then 60 HP on the plate. And as you can see, it's a nice green. It looks more protective than the steel was. And the way you can get the helmet, at least, is from the Darkstone Knights. The other armor pieces also drop from various mobs and bosses in the game. A really good way to get them, again, I'm going to say this a lot this video, is the shop right down there, because the shop sells a lot of the default armors for not too expensive. Now, at level 10 magic, you can use the pumpkin. It gives 50 HP and 15 mana. However, the pumpkin is a limited item and it is no longer droppable in-game. You will have to get it through trading. The way it used to be dropped is from either Headless Horseman or the other Halloween mobs. Now, let's move on to the next set. We'll do the Witches set. So the Witch's set is very powerful in your first mana set. The Witch's robe is at level 15 magic. It gives 65 HP boost and 25 mana boost. The Witch's hat is level 15 magic at 50 HP boost and 25 mana. And then the Witch's skirt is 50 HP and 25 mana. The way you get the Witch's set is by farming the Witch's mobs over in the castle area. It is a pretty rare drop from them, so you may have to kill mobs a lot. But it is very powerful because it gives you a good amount of mana for the early game while still giving you a good amount of HP. Now the next set is the Rock Knight set. You can either get this from the shop or those really annoying poisonous plants that constantly stun you in the Headless Horseman spawn area. Anyways, the leg plates are for level 15 defense. They give 25 HP. The plate gives 90 HP and the helmet gives 60 HP. And it looks pretty sick in my opinion. Now this set is basically the HP variant of the Witches set. I would say the Witches set is a little bit better because you are getting mana. However, it is player preference and the Rock Knight might be a bit easier to get because you can get it in the shop. Now the next gear set will be the Rune Plate, and the Rune Plate gear set you can use at defense level 20. The Rune Helmet gives 90 HP, the Rune Leg Plates give 100 HP, and then the Rune Plate gives 150 HP. Now you can get all of these from the shop or through crafting, and the Rune Helmet you will get a lot from the Regulus boss. You can get the Rune Gear as well from the Darkstone Knights, and you can get them all from various legendary bosses as drops, but you'll get a lot of Rune Gear from Regulus, and I mean a lot. Anyways, this gear set is pretty decent overall, just gives you a lot of HP. Now the next gear set is the Hailstone Plate and the Hailstone Leg Plates. There's not a helmet with this one. It's for level 25 defense. It gives 145 HP, and then the plate gives 185 HP. Now correct me down below if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the only way to get this gear set is from the shop. I've never gotten it dropped from farming mobs and any boss in the game. If you can get it from bosses, let me know. But to my knowledge, you have to go to the shop. And in my opinion, it's not really worth getting in the shop, but it does give a lot of HP if you want that. Now next, we have the Boar Mask. The Boar Mask drops from the Boar King at the very end, at the very top of the hype mountainy area, and it is pretty decent. It's for level 28 defense and gives 140 HP. So a very HP tanky hat, and plus, who doesn't love a Nosuke? It looks fantastic. So if you do want a good HP mask, I recommend you farm the Board King, but it is a very, very rare drop, so you will probably struggle to get this. Now next, we have the very first neck piece you can use, or cape, and this is the Flame Horai. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's for level 30 defense. It gives 100 HP and 50 mana. There is no reason not to go for this. It can drop from the Fire Dragon to my knowledge, but the way I got it is just through the shop. I would recommend getting this in the shop when you get level 30 defense because it's the first neck piece you can use and it is pretty effective. 100 HP and 50 mana, nothing to complain about there. Now, next we're gonna have the Dragonstone set. So there's a Dragonstone leg plates, Dragonstone helmet, and Dragonstone plate. For level 30 defense, it gives 185 HP on the leg plates, 150 HP on the helmet, and then 250 on the chest piece. To my knowledge, the only way to get this dropped is through the Fire Dragon and or getting it in the shop. Please correct me if I'm wrong about this one. This is the only gear set I'm a little iffy on how to get. I got it from the shop to show off for this video. So if you do want to get this, I do recommend you go for the shop. Anyways, the next gear set is going to be another one that you can't get dropped in game anymore, but I still want to show it off. It is the Pumpkin W set from the Halloween event. Now the Halloween robe is for level 30 magic, the Halloween skirt is 75 HP and 50 mana, and then the W hat is 75 HP and 50 mana. This is a very powerful armor set because you get a lot of HP and a lot of mana for how early you can get this in the game. Unfortunately, you will have to get this through trading, so maybe if you have a friend who's been playing the game, they might have some of this extra stuff laying around. Otherwise, you might not be able to get it, unfortunately. So the next gear set is a little difficult to get. This is the Darkstone gear set, and it is a very rare drop from the Darkstone Knight mobs in the Heights. So this gear set is pretty strong. The plate gives 275 HP and 50 mana for level 35 defense. The leg plates give 205 HP and 50 mana for level 35 defense, and then the helmet is 175 HP and 50 mana. This is a fantastic armor set for level 35 defense. I highly recommend you try to get this from farming the Darkstone Knight mobs. It gives you great mana, and it gives you fantastic HP, and plus it looks super menacing and I love the design. So there is also the Water Horai. I always say that wrong. You can get this in the shop. I don't know where it drops. I think it drops somewhere, but I've only gotten it from the shop. It's for level 35 defense. It does 200 HP and 100 mana. So basically it's giving you more mana than you would get from the Darkstone plate, so really it is player choice there. If you want to get more mana, then go for this in the shop. If you want to get more HP, then farm the Darkstone gear. So next we have the Z plate, a standalone armor piece. This drops from Broly, and pretty much every Broly fight or kill you're gonna get a lot of these. It is very common from him. And it is very decent. It gives 300 HP and 85 mana at level 35 defense. So it's basically a slight upgrade to the Darkstone plate. I definitely do recommend you go for this. Pretty much every single time you kill Broly, you're gonna get this, so it is not a struggle to get. The only struggle part about getting this is actually killing Broly himself. He is quite a difficult boss fight. Now the next gear set is going to be the full Plague set, and this drops from the Steam Golem boss. I think it's the Steam Golem. Anyways, it's the boss on that floating island up there that drops Esper. Now this gear set is pretty powerful, and the cape is very nice. So it gives 100 HP and 50 mana at level 40 magic. The helmet is 180 HP and 75 mana. The leg plates are 240 HP and 90 mana, and then the chest piece is 290 HP and 120 mana. So basically it is the upgrade to the Darkstone. It is only farmable, you can't get it in the shop. It may be a bit of a struggle to get the full set, but I do recommend you farm for it because if you're farming for the Esper magic artifact anyways, you'll get chances to get this all the time. And it looks pretty evil like a Plague Doctor. Anyways, we have a couple of Christmas hats I want to go over next because the Christmas event is still going. First is the Anti-Magic Mask. It gives 500 HP and 300 mana for level 40 magic. The way you get this hat for level 40 magic is through farming gifts that drop from either the Winter Colossal boss or Snowmen. I definitely recommend you try to go for this mask before it's truly limited. There is also the Zero, which is for level 40 defense versus magic. It gives 500 HP and 300 mana. So if you have level 40 defense but not magic, then go for this one. And it also drops from presents and looks pretty sick. It's just very hard to get. And then there's also the JoJo Part 3 hat, which gives 550 HP and 350 mana for level 40 defense. This hat is incredibly powerful for level 40 defense. It also drops from gifts, which drop from snowmen. I definitely recommend you hop on this game and try to get them before they become truly limited. Now there is also this limited set, the Jack's Knight leg plates and the Jack's Knight plate. These are no longer available in the game, unfortunately. They dropped from the Headless Horseman when he was still in the game, and they are pretty powerful. So the leg plates give 275 HP and 80 mana, and then the chest piece is 350 HP and 80 mana. Very, very powerful gear. If you can get this through trading from a friend or something, definitely do so, but unfortunately it's no longer dropped in the game. Now, there is also a level 45 hat that used to drop from the Headless Horseman known as Pumpkin Bee. It is for level 45 magic, it does 200 HP and 100 mana and looks very evil and I love it. So this is basically the Headless Horseman set and it was very powerful back when you could actually farm it. So now we're going to be getting into the last sets of the video. First is the Santa set. The Santa set is still available right now, so I definitely recommend you go for it. The Santa hat's for level 50 magic, it does 350 HP and 150 mana. The Santa robe is for level 50 magic, does 500 HP and 250 mana. And then the Santa leg plates is very powerful at 450 HP and 185 mana. The way you get this very, very powerful set for its level is by farming the Winter Colossal boss. It can be a little bit of a struggle to get this gear, but it isn't the lowest drop rate. Just a boss fight can be a little difficult unless you have Crimson Staff players to like instantly kill it for you. So there is two last pieces of gear for this video, and that is going to be the Hero's plate and the Hero's legs plate, which are only from the shop to my knowledge. I don't think these drop from any guys in game. I'm very sure it's only the shop. Anyways, I wouldn't really recommend going for these. The plate is 50 defense at 400 HP and 70 mana, and then the leg plates is 320 HP and 70 mana. The only reason why I said I don't necessarily recommend you go for this is because it's extremely expensive. It was like 80k gold to get these, and in my opinion, you're better off just going for the Santa gear because it is ever so slightly better anyways. And yeah, that is all of the armor pieces from levels 1 to 50. If I missed anything, please comment it down below in the comment section. I'm sure there is a couple of limited gear that I did miss, because I did come to this game a little late. Anyways guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you want a second part to this, which would be levels 50 to 100, and also let me know if you want me to do this with weapons and stuff like that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more. Bye!